What's up?
Hello.
It's like I barely know you guys now.
Tell me about it. How you guys been?
No, ISO life is ISO life.
I'm so lonely.
I'm so sad.
I so need another drink.
Shit!
Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 2 of Dudes of the Round. Abel.
Yeah. So, fuck, let's jump straight into it, eh? Let's talk about some ISO shit.
Yeah. Today there's no guests. It's just going to be the three of us, myself, Jacus, and Ramus. And Jake's going to hit us off with the first topic of today.
Myself.
To myself.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so, Big Raymond, man. I'm going to start off with you, my man. How do you feel about, or how's your experience been living in the ISO life?
It's been a roller coaster, up and down. First it was super lonely. And now it's fucking sick. And then to know that everything's developing and getting better and we could be back soon, even that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so like you reckon you've kind of adapted, like almost like second nature with this whole ISO lifestyle?
Yeah, I think so, man. I think everybody has to. Well, not has to, but you have a choice to. And yeah, it's your choice. If you adapt, you go through hard shit, you either adapt and come out better, or you go in, you don't adapt, and you complain about every single fucking thing that you had full control over in the first place. So, like for me, you know, didn't necessarily lose my job, so I count my blessings on that. But yeah, I got big things coming up in the future. Yeah, I looked at it as also like a learning curve. You know, I had to face myself. I was on my own. So yeah, you figure out a lot of shit, I think, especially if you live on your own, in isolation as well.
Yeah. So did you find like in these, you know, last, what is it? We've been in the ISO now for about 8 weeks.
I think we're
6 or 7.
No, it feels longer. It feels like about 2 months at least now, eh?
I think, yeah.
Between
it was early,
7
no,
to
it was
9 weeks.
mid-March, wasn't it? It was mid-March when they
Yeah.
officially shut everything pretty much.
Yeah, so it's coming up to 8 weeks now, I think.
Yeah, approaching the 2 month mark now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, going back to where you said, you know, especially the experience of living with yourself and being in the isolation, being in ISO, do you find that it was a bit fearful at the start, having to actually really invest in yourself and like kind of be in your own...
Yeah, 100%. Well, given like I was going out a lot more than what I normally do, I was coming out, hanging out with you guys, you know, being social, doing things. You could leave the house and then even having the gym, you know, as well. Like, for instance, that was always an escape. It was a way of coping, a way of being better. Yeah, all those things get, you know, swept out from under you and you don't have those things anymore that you relied on.
Right.
Yep.
So then when you get told you have to stay home and you can't see anyone, and when you're told that at the start, it's out of precaution, obviously, like to protect everyone and protect, you know, the community, WA, Australia, the whole thing. So of course you go into it going, fuck, how contagious is this thing? And like everyone freaks out and goes, no, I'm not hanging out like with you. Like I don't want to carry anything because I don't know who I can influence and who I can affect or infect. So of course, like you get stuck at home, you stay at home. And yeah, the first couple of weeks for me was just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like I don't have the gym to kind of like mindlessly not think about shit. I didn't have the ability to go hang out with people and forget about my shit and not deal with it. And then, you know, after a couple of weeks, to be honest, like I kind of realized, you know what, I'm actually okay. And this is good because now I have to deal with little, let's call them demons, but like little things that are in your head that can hold you back.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I think, yeah, it was a little bit scary at the start, but yeah, definitely now a lot better. That being said, not fully like, oh, I'm perfect now because of isolation.
Right.
It's like those things still come back and they still hit you and they still affect you. So
yeah,
it's just, I guess I'm a bit more aware of it, that even though it feels like it's gone, it's not gone. I haven't fully dealt with it.
Yeah. Yeah, right, man.
What about you?
For all of you guys, I'll get to me in a second, my man. But for all of you that are out there, for all of you that are out there that are in the same position as Ray, you know, at least you guys you're not alone now as well. And
biggest advice I'd say is just, even though you can't physically see people, you go out and you talk to people. And you can still go outdoors.
Yeah.
Go for a walk, get some fresh air. That's the biggest thing. And then talk to people. Get on the phone with your friends. Message your friends. Like, start that shit.
Like, we're pretty fortunate to have, like, you know, Zoom and all those other franchises on social media now and online. It's good to be able to, you know, see people virtually.
It's not like you can't not speak to anyone or see people.
Yeah.
You know, you can face call someone.
Face call,
yeah.
Face call.
You know, video speak. Video chat. Yeah.
Video.
No, we can always video call someone, Snapchat, or you know, go live. Yeah. People all around the world, celebrities are all doing it. It's cool. So we can all still interact with each other without physically being there, which is cool. To be in this age that we live in, we can all do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think people that feel isolated need to reach out.
Yeah,
and I think isolation definitely made that more apparent to people that needs to be the case. That even if we weren't in isolation and you feel isolated, talk.
So I think Snapchat's a good thing for that. Like we all keep in touch.
Oh yeah,
with life.
With how many times you're almost shitting yourself at work, Chris?
Yeah, pretty much. You
can do that.
You can keep people updated with your bowel movements, or with your pets just doing stupid things. It's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Snapchat is a good way of keeping in touch with what people are doing throughout their day. I know it can be annoying sometimes. Oh, who gives a fuck about what you're eating or whatever? Yeah. Oh, that thing that you did there was hilarious. Like just stupid shit like that is always cool to make you make you laugh, put a smile on your face.
Make someone's day, especially if you're having a shit time. Like even prior to the ISO life.
It's sick. Funny video could be what makes your day. You know.
I think, like, honestly, being an ISO, my personal experience is that it's good that it's happened in today's era instead of, like, say, even 10 years ago, man. Like, technology was fucking half of what it is now. You know, medicine's so advanced. Like, it's incredible, man. Like, we're actually pretty lucky that it's happened now, you know? Like, it's shit that it's happened, you know, but I wouldn't want it any other way. Like, I'd rather have it now than back then. So
they said because of technology, it makes it a lot easier to get through. That's for sure.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure, man. It would have been terrifying, fucking, you know, in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. You know, I mean, it's terrifying in general now, but back then it just would have been fucking.
All you could do was just read a book and smoke cigarettes. Write someone a letter and hopefully post it without getting in trouble for going.
Make friends with the characters on the page.
Yeah, but another cool experience too, though, is like it's made me appreciate family. It's made me appreciate kind of working on myself a bit, what I'm mentally preparing for myself for the future, as well as, you know, certain things that I would miss that were like first world little problems or issues or whatever. Like, doesn't really faze me as much now, you know. So, in my personal experience, I'm pretty grateful for that, and yeah, I'm looking forward to what the future is going to hold for everyone around the world as well as myself, you know. So hopefully this thing goes sooner than later, boys.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What about you, Chris?
Oh, what can I say? ISO life is pretty much just involved wearing comfy clothes and, you know, making yourself as comfortable as you can and
ordering Macca's every day.
Yeah, that's another good thing.
How's the diet going, Chris?
That's another good thing about.
I'm down to 3 cheeseburgers today.
The great thing about the technology we were talking about before is one great thing is Uber Eats. Not having to go anywhere to get your food. Just what are you feeling? I don't know. The pub's putting on a good menu. But
how do you feel about if the Uber driver was like low key eating your chips or fucking took a bite of your burger?
If it was one or two, it's alright as long as his hands were clean.
Or he's like
extra cough.
Oh goodness.
Shit.
I don't know. Yeah, ISO. It hasn't been too much different. Like we don't really go out too much, but it has been pretty shitty not being able to see too many people. But it's not so bad now as what it was a few weeks ago. But having to stay home and not see anyone was pretty rough to a certain extent. But now that things are lifting up, I just can't wait for, you know, obviously like places like the gym to open, get stuck back into that because I've fallen off the wagon pretty damn hard.
Man, I just can't wait to hug a bunch of people, man. You know, like it's going to be good to just reunite with everyone in groups. I mean, I know we can do the 10 or 20, whatever it is now, where you can hang and stuff, which is good, you know. Not that it's really stopped me personally.
But we've all done it.
But, you know, we've all done it, yeah. So, but, no, I'm looking forward to those type of things as well, man. So.
But it's funny, after every time that you do it, you're like, oh, we shouldn't have done that. But yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it.
You badass. I hugged the shit out of you.
What do you reckon it's going to be like after ISO, but like when all this shit's back to full reality.
Be different.
Yeah,
Do you reckon-
I don't think it's going to be too much different. I just hope it makes people more aware of being clean and just
hygiene for sure.
hygiene in general, and just
Clean your hands,
Yeah.
people, please.
I don't know. What do you think, Ray? I don't reckon it's gonna be too much
It'll
different.
be a long time, I think, for everybody to recover from it. And by everybody, I mean like as in more so like economies, countries,
And
shit like
businesses
that.
and stuff, yeah.
Like I saw this post last night, and it was like, if you had travel plans, you're not going to be able to travel till like 2023. And then I was like, what the fuck? Like I'm.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's hell fucked. Do you
And
reckon
then-
that's legit though?
No, wait, that was just the article, but it's clickbait, obviously, because
right.
I don't think that'll-
one
that'll-
guy who was like the real MVP in the fucking like wherever this thing was posted, he took a screenshot of this section in the article, and it goes, economic countries and economies and stuff like that will not be fully recovered until assumed 2023. So it's nothing to do with not being able to travel. You can still travel, most likely like later this year, earlier next year.
Yeah.
It's just like countries won't be thriving at that point.
Yeah.
Like there'll be a lot of shut down businesses and shit like that. Like, yeah, it'll be different. Rules will be different. So the way things used to be, like if you're very much like a tourist and you like seeing these big locations and stuff like that, like how those things are run will be very different. I think like mass gathering things. Not Adventure World, fucking Disneyland and shit like that. Who the fuck is coming to Perth to go to Adventure World?
I think that's one thing that'll still be left is the approaching going into bigger crowds and events with lots
That'll
of
be
people.
different.
It'll be everyone have a weird mindset about it. There'll be a bad taste in everyone's mouth for quite a while.
Yeah, absolutely. People will be
when it
afraid
comes
to
to
go.
that respect of being in big crowds and going places where there's a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
Like, should I? I don't know. There'll be a lot of that,
Yeah.
You'd hope not too long. Just
You hear like these rumors and shit too. They reckon that there's never going to be a cure. Like you don't know what to fucking believe and shit. But
Well, the shit's evolving. It's just like the flu. It's just evolving all the time.
like I heard one rumor they were saying that they were thinking of in a couple of months now, if they still haven't got a cure, they're just going to release everyone out and just see who can get immune to it and all this bullshit. But I know there's obviously more depth to that story and all that. But
Yeah.
I don't know if that will be.
Oh, I don't think it'll get to that point.
Nah.
It'll just be like, oh, may the last man win, kind of, or whatever the quote is.
No, but you know what I mean. Like they basically want humanity to adapt to this kind of
Yeah.
thing, which is
Yeah.
low-key fucked up because
Yeah. I think it'll go down a very similar kind of route. Like, influenza, for instance, was like early 1900s. Massive kind of deaths and shit like that, like recorded in America because of the massive influenza hit, and they didn't have vaccines for it. We have vaccines for it. Has influenza disappeared and died? No, it's still around. It's just evolved.
Yeah.
And that's why you have to get the vaccine every single year, because it's a new strain and they just evolve what you're taking. Right. So I think the same thing is going to happen. It's like not only do we have to go for influenza, we have to go for the COVID-19 injection each year.
influenza.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Cofluenza.
The Clodefluenza.
No, I don't think it'll totally go away or anything like that. But yeah, things won't go back to what we would consider normal in whatever the new world is until we have that vaccine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because you can't kill it. It's just going to keep coming
soon,
back.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know what to believe. Not this crazy ass world.
So, all right, here's another one on the same topic. But how do you feel about restaurants and pubs and whatever else opening up now, or as of Monday? Like, technically, I know they're not fully opening, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like, how do you feel about this?
I think it's an opportunity for like the businesses to like get a little bit more on their feet, but it won't resolve anything.
No.
Because they're limited in terms of like their income as well. Like more people you get into your venue, the more money you make. The more drinks they buy, the more money you make. The more food they buy, the more money you make. In that same sense, they're still going to have restrictions on how many people they're allowed in at one time.
Yeah, which I think is kind of stupid. I think if it was me, I'd just like to wait it out. You know what I mean? A lot of people are going to be like, no, can we go there?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can, but you have to buy something to eat. A lot of people are going to be like, no, I'm not going to
Yeah, it's
bother.
like, can I just please get one garlic bread and 17 beers, please?
Yeah.
No, it's. I think I see the logic behind it though. It's like New Zealand completely shut down.
Yeah.
Nothing was running, and now they're probably going to be more fucked than we are.
Yeah.
In terms of their economy, like they're going to struggle.
Yeah.
Whereas we kept things kind of going. We had a very low death toll.
Yeah.
Even very low infections as well, and lots of recoveries, and we're pretty good besides the retards in Melbourne. And then now we're at a good position where we can slowly start to open up those businesses again, but we're not opening them up completely. We're going, here's like an olive branch kind of thing, like you can open up, make a little bit of money,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be what your business was before.
No, not
You can
not
make
for
a little bit of
long
money
time.
and that's it. Yeah. And I think that's good because then it's kind of slowly repairing the damage that this has done, as opposed to falling completely on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it might open up more jobs,
That's
Yeah.
true. Good.
And I think that also, going back to the whole thing, how to survive before, during, after COVID, don't be a little princess and don't take a fucking job. Like, if you need money, you go get a job, no matter what it is. You need money.
Yeah.
Don't, I don't want to go work at Subway or something. It's like, well, if that's the only job available.
Yeah.
And you want money, then why wouldn't you do it?
Be the best damn sandwich maker ever.
Bitch!
No, I'm
It's actually a
saying.
sandwich artist.
Artiste. All right, what else you got on the bag, Chris? Some say bag.
What bag? I don't see
Bag
a
of what?
bag here.
Goodies.
Random topic change from the old COVID. Everyone's probably sick of hearing about that, so we'll skip
Shove
to the
that
next
one up
segment.
your ass.
Bye, COVID. What do you put
I
down
think
here?
I think we covered that one pretty extensively.
Oh, yeah, we covered that very well. Anyway, moving on.
So
Is
about COVID. Okay, I'm sorry.
Kim Jong Un really dead? What? That's how you pronounce his name, isn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah, let's just go with that.
Did you say King or did you say Kim?
Kim.
Okay.
I thought you said
Just
King.
making sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Kim Jong Un. It's K-I-M-G. Kim.
Kim.
No, it's not. It's K-I-M. What do you guys think about the whole Kim Jong Un situation?
Well, yeah, man. I mean, there was an article last week saying that.
There's an article saying he's dead. There's an
Yes.
article saying he's not dead. There's
Yeah.
an article saying that he's perfectly fine. He's just in hiding.
Why is Korea so secretive, man?
Well, they're a very oppressed country.
They don't even have fucking Wi-Fi, bro.
Yeah, oppressed.
How the fuck can you not live without Wi-Fi in the 21st century, bro?
But I think if people found out he was dead, it would completely change the dynamics. I think Kim is just a face. There's a whole...
He's a dictator.
There's a whole panel of people that run the country with or behind him.
Right.
He's
You
just
know?
a face.
He's just a face, yeah. So if people say that, if they confirm that he's dead, the whole country goes, oh, finally, oppression is over, and that power is lost. So if they say, no, he's fine, he's well, he just had to have heart surgery, he's in recovery in this place over here.
They're like, fuck.
If he is dead, then they keep saying that until they're exposed.
Yeah, okay.
But then if he's not dead, then he might actually be recovering.
Fair play. Yeah, right. So that's
I remember I did see the article on Facebook, and I'm like, I didn't really look into it too much, but who knows? He's alive. He's got to be alive. I don't really...
Maybe he's the one who ate the bat.
Korean bat. Do they have bats in Korea?
Yeah.
I am
Sure.
Batman!
heart surgery.
Bat Jong-un.
But yeah, so if we have any Korean listeners out there that decide to listen to this eventually, we love you. And
No, there's nothing wrong with Korea.
yeah, absolutely, we love it.
South
It's
Korea's
just-
beautiful.
We just
And there's nothing wrong with Kim Jong Un. That's
hope you guys get Wi-Fi soon.
yeah. You're missing out on the 30-day free foot up.
Let me tell you about that, pal.
Well, you've got like
That was the best thing about ISO.
You've gone through like 2 emails already just to get the 30 days over and over.
So you've gone over your account. The trial ended 30 days ago. Fuck you. I still want my free porn.
Jake Green, we know this is your 3rd fake email address. Please stop signing up to Pornhub Premium.
Why does it say break green or gate green or sake green? With the fucking same email, just an extra number added to it. Sir, we know this is you. Your credit card details are the same. Fuck.
Oh, I love it.
So do I get a free shirt though?
Baked Dream.
The baked dream. Cake dream. Oh shit.
Charlie Sheen. I don't know why. Oh, fuck.
Hey, but you know what's funny though? Well, it's not funny. It's actually pretty cool. Wrestling is actually still going through this whole thing.
It's so weird.
Yeah,
Because they're they're like talking to the crowd and shit like that and walking out like everybody's looking at them, but the camera pans out. There's no one in the seats.
Oh man, it's sick that it's still going, but it's just like, how?
They've upped their production like skills as well. Like it's hell cinematic and shit now as well.
Yeah,
But why?
I was thinking, how would they wrestle with that one? But they managed to pull it off. You love it.
that was Chris Green with the puns.
The old wrestling, eh? Remember watching that growing up.
What was
Back
your
in
first
the-
experience?
with wrestling?
Or yeah, like what?
I don't know.
How did you come across it?
I remember that when it was WWF. That's when we were watching it.
Fuck yeah.
Between 99 and 2001. So yeah, I don't know. I remember watching it on Foxtel on a Saturday night. You know, and the old Rock would come out, or the old classic Stone Cold Steve Austin. Those were the days when those guys were like the big names in the fucking wrestling ring.
Tell me what you think. I think it doesn't matter what you think.
What? What?
What?
Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
I don't really have too many memories, but I do remember playing the wrestling games on PlayStation 1. And you know when you create your own characters? You'd make it the most obscene, weird-looking fucker of all time. Like you make
Dude's
him
got like a long comb over.
like stick thin, where his skin color is like pale white with like a ghost face and like the stupidest outfit. Or you make your other character like the complete opposite, like morbidly obese with like the stupidest costume and weird hair. Like, yeah.
It's the McDonald's diet. Like, if Chris was a wrestler,
Ronnie
he's wearing
Mac.
a fucking M on his shirt. He's sponsored by McDonald's. He comes out eating a fucking Fisher Phillip burger.
Fisher Phillip.
Just throwing out fucking burgers in the crowd. Oh fuck! What ladder match or what's it? What was it called?
TLC?
No.
Tables, ladders, and chairs?
Yeah, tables, ladders, chairs.
TLC, yeah.
Chris is just throwing fucking pickles at chairs. Like,
It's in my eye.
Big Mac sauce. Oh.
God.
You get a shirt. You get a shirt.
You get some nuggets. Szechuan sauce.
Oh, fuck.
My signature move is like the McHappy Meal. I don't know.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Yeah, WWF, man. That was sick.
And now it's WWE. Did you watch wrestling growing up, Ray? I mean, I wasn't a huge fan myself, but were you?
Yeah. Dad got me into it back in the WWF days. And, I used to like Triple H.
Hell yeah.
Heaps, yeah.
Come out with the spit.
Yeah. And then I got into the Hardy Boys, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy.
Yes.
Thought Lita was hot.
No, Stacy Keibler was my favourite.
Yeah, then I saw
Stacey
Keibler.
Keibler.
Who was another one?
Keibler.
Tori Wilson and what was the other one? The other blonde one that was famous back then. Stratus.
China.
Trish Stratus. That was the other one.
Trish Stratus, that's one, yeah.
Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus.
China.
Yeah, I got into it in those days, and then a guy that we went to school with, Ashley Smythe. He had a big shed out the back and like 3 mattresses on top of each other. And we used to like suplex. He was really into the Hardy Boys, and there was this chest of like those big tool chest kind of things that his dad had.
Yeah,
and he'd get up on the top of that and he'd do the whole like hand movement and like actually flip while we're lying on the mattress, pretending to be knocked out. Like it's fucking cool. And then I thought I was hell badass one day. Like, he invited me over and he's like, dude, you're bigger than all of us. Do a double suplex. Like, we'll get our heads under your arms and you just flip both of us at the same time. And like, we done it. And I was like, fuck, I'm strong. Turns out they just jumped and flipped. I just fell backwards.
You just leant back.
Isn't that what they do in the wrestling anyway?
Yeah.
It's real.
It's true.
Fuck you.
You don't know it's real. You ain't watched proper wrestling live.
Yeah, that's what got me into it. And then, like when they do tours around the world, Dad used to get tickets and we used to go watch them.
Oh, like WrestleMania and stuff? Or?
Did you see
No.
anyone
They used to
big?
come to Perth and stuff like Raw comes to Perth, SmackDown comes to Perth and stuff like
Did you see any big names when you?
Yeah,
saw it?
Kane.
Oh, dude, Kane.
Kane was there,
Yeah.
Him and the Undertaker were pretty bad.
Shit, I can't remember some of the other ones, but there were some big names.
Do you remember
Kevin Nash,
Rikishi? Remember him?
Big Show,
Kishi.
Rey Mysterio. I
cool.
remember all of them.
Booyaka.
Yeah.
John Cena.
Remember all the toys and shit too from Kmart you'd get?
Yeah, I used to have a wrestling ring and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never owned wrestling figures. That was more you, Jake, and you got into it more than I did.
Yeah,
I used to,
I was more grown up. I was playing with Star Wars figurines.
what do you mean? You're still doing it now?
I used to like put the figurines into like an actual like headlock, suplex, or whatever it was. Put them up on top of like the fridge or a cabinet or something like that, and then like
Diorama.
push them a little bit, and then it would look like they actually done the move. And then how they'd hit the ground and just like like their limbs would twist. I'd be like, oh no! Did you see that? His arm comes off.
We used to do that all the time with the Dragon Ball Z toys. Like, we'd have all the figurines and he'd draw like blood and shit on them, and then it wouldn't come off, so you had to fucking like.
Yeah, I'd make them like look battle damaged with cuts and bruises and limbs that will move, that will blood all over them and stuff.
You even took Vegeta's arm off him when he was before he became Majin Vegeta. Oh, I think it was Majin Vegeta actually. Maybe you had one of the arms had snapped, and you just ended up like full making it look like it exploded.
Yeah,
that was cool.
it was pretty creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old Dragon Ball. Such a good fucking story. Right through. I didn't watch any of Z, but this whole Z story was fantastic. Anyone who's never watched it, highly recommend it.
Wait, what? You just said you haven't watched Z, but Z was fantastic. How do you know it's fantastic? What is it?
GT. I didn't watch the GT.
Yeah, GT is not canon, so it's all right.
Yeah, they've wiped that from what I've heard. But yeah, the whole Z story, incredible. Yeah. Good storytelling.
Super's good as well. It's not bad. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's a little bit quirky, but it's good.
Yeah. Want to tell us a story about how your car got stolen a couple of weeks ago?
I can go down that trail of memory.
All right. Break it down to us.
Well, it was Friday. It was a Friday. I was just painting away in South Fremantle, right near the dog beach there. We're repainting a whole bunch of units out there, and I'm just casually painting away, and one of the blokes I'm working with comes running up to me, and he's like, Chris. I'm like, what's up, man? Pull my headphones out, and he goes, dude, your car's just been stolen. I'm like, hang on, what? He goes, your car's just been stolen, bro. And I put my paint gear down, and I'm like, are you fucking with me or what? And then another bloke that we work with comes running around the corner. He's like, Chris, your fucking car's gone, man. I'm like, are you guys seriously fucking with me, or is this happening? And he goes, no, man, your car's gone.
So like this morning, in this moment, how did you actually feel?
What would go through anyone's head? Like, is this really happening? I'm like, I'm kind of in shock. I'm like, I don't believe you. I don't believe anyone what they're saying. So I run around the corner. Yeah, my car's gone. There's skid marks and there's glass and shit on the floor, or plastic, whatever. So I said, what happened? What happened? And our boss had just rocked up to see us all, you know.
Yeah.
And we got this little paint storage shed with all our gear in it, and my car was parked in front of that. And this person had come cruising along on his push bike and decided to go for a wander into our paint shed and rummage through all of our stuff. And the same place where we keep all our paint gear, we keep all our lunch boxes and our personal items and whatever. And our boss happens to rock up at this point, and he sees this guy, and he's like, okay, what's going on here? And he noticed that he's going through our stuff, so he gets on the phone and calls one of the other blokes, you got to come around here, someone's going through our stuff. And by this point, he's driving off around the corner to park his car, and one of the other boys that was phone called by our boss come running around the corner, and he couldn't see anyone there, but he noticed all of our stuff had been rummaged through, and he's like, okay. He hears my car turn on, and he's like, okay, turns around, realizes it's not me driving it. So he runs up to the car door, rips the car door open and tries to grab this guy, and this dude's just thrown it into reverse while our workmate is still in the car. And he's
So at this point, he's like hanging out the window type shit.
Yeah, sort of. He nearly got thrown out, but he's holding onto the door at this point now.
Yeah.
Then he throws it into first gear and just takes off, smashes into a concrete metal bollard on the corner of this apartment.
So your whole front car's
fucks up the whole left-hand side of my car at the front, smashes the front headlight and whatever.
Shit.
And just takes off. And then, that's when the boys would have come running to get me to tell me what would happen.
Yeah.
And I'm walking over there in complete disbelief. I'm like, is this just really happened? I'm like, holy shit. Like, you don't think it will happen to you until it does, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And so, of course, boss is on the phone to the police explaining everything. I get the phone given to me. I give them the details and everything that's going on, all my car details and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the police came out to have a look at the scene, whatever, and they got all our statements. And
Sergeant Starfish.
what do we got? So,
Something seems fishy around here.
That's pretty much what went down. And about 24 hours later, I get a phone call from what police department was it? It was Northern Police Department, and saying that we have your car.
Wait, how many days was this after?
24 hours after
Oh,
it was stolen, pretty much. Almost 24 hours.
Right.
So they said, we have your car. What had happened was we looked at security footage from the petrol station that they had pulled into in Northam. They'd poured diesel into this car, which was the wrong petrol.
Where were you on that one, dipshit?
And so they've taken off after getting petrol and the car's conked out and they've just left it behind the petrol station apparently. So
Right.
yeah, and that was that. And the car came back to Perth after a couple of weeks. Morty. And went down to Pickles Auctions where the car was, stationed. And it was pretty sad seeing the car like that. It looked like a mess. They brought it in on a forklift and kind of just dropped it on the ground and got all my work gear and all my belongings that were still in the car. Yeah, and said goodbye to her. And that was that.
So you reckon, like, pretty much they were just taking your car because they needed to get somewhere. They weren't trying to actually steal it.
I'd say so, yeah.
For like,
because apparently, from what I remember them saying to me on the phone, there was a couple of people in the car. So
no one actually stole anything out of your car, but
they stole the money that was in the little coin tray. It was probably about $30.
Bastards.
Yeah, and they stole my expensive Ray-Bans, motherfuckers. So aside from that, everything else was pretty much left. So
yeah, right, man.
Yep.
And now you got a new baby, eh?
Yeah,
Give us the fucking goss and deets about that, man.
3 weeks ago, bought a new car.
What you get, mate? What'd you get?
I got a 2016 SR5 Hilux in graphite grey. She's absolutely gorgeous. It's my dream car. Love it. Runs like a dream.
He's getting married to it. Fucking people are weird that do shit like that.
It's 2020, bro. Get with it.
Yeah. Fuck. Behind the times.
Got married to my computer.
Pretty much am.
This is Jenny. I love Jenny.
She's like, I love you too.
Insert modem. Yeah. Yeah, so you got a new bass. That's happy days.
I do get a new bass.
Got a new bass. Fucking
Yeah.
hell, mate.
No, she's a really nice car. Finally got in my fucking whatchamacallit, my seat covers and floor mats.
Oh,
Finally
yeah?
came in the mail, so looks all.
What?
decked
They come
out
with
now.
it? Fucking stingy bastards, eh? The dealerships. Here's a brand new car with nothing in it.
Oh, this is not brand new.
Yeah, it's new enough.
It's missing a whole glass panel.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Give me the details about that.
Oh, yeah.
So this
canopy.
dealership sold you a car with no
A
window.
lemon. I bought a lemon.
What?
So I saw
No
some,
window?
No, in the back of the canopy, we noticed there was broken glass, but we didn't realise that it was actually from the front window of the canopy. Because if you look in the back, you wouldn't even know. Like,
He just got a cool breeze on the back of his neck every time he was driving.
it wasn't until yourself, Ray, come over about a week or so after I got the car, and he said, dude,
was
there's
about a
no
week
window.
ago.
I'm
How
like,
about it?
what? Put my hand through it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. That's what that broken glass was from. How do we not see this?
He's just sitting on broken glass. Like, fuck, I wouldn't even know, bro.
Yeah. I got a splinter. It feels really hard and see-through.
It's like bleeding everywhere, like fucking collapses. Oh.
Ruining my seats.
Wait a minute, how the fuck did this
what?
tomato sauce get here? I haven't even eaten in here yet.
It's like, oh fuck, I got blood on the seats. Goddamn hemorrhoids again.
Shitting while he's saying it, so I'm like, oh.
Good news, Chris. It's not hemorrhoids. You just got glass in your ass.
Thank God.
Well, better take it back to the dealership. So they sold you a car with no window.
Get it fixed, Chris.
Yeah, I got to get in contact with them and let them know.
Wait, so you haven't even taken it back yet, and it's been 3 weeks? Fucking what?
I'm going to have to wait
They're
till it
gonna
rains.
definitely think that you smashed it.
No,
So how long
I-
have you noticed this for?
No.
Well, you see, I was trying to put the ladder in the back.
So you say you're a painter, huh?
Yeah. No, I have photo evidence that it's like that. It was like that before I bought it.
Okay.
Yeah, and they will have to cover that. So even if I wait till it gets wet and go, oh, I didn't notice that it was broken till everything in the back was wet.
That's typical Chris, though. Leaves a car.
No, you need to get it done ASAP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
But
Chris,
aside
what was
from that, no, she's fantastic. Absolutely gorgeous car.
It was
Love
like that time when we asked him, he goes, oh, I'm having a bit of fucking problems with my gear stick. And I was like, oh yeah. All right. When was the last time you got your car serviced? Oh, about fucking 13, 14 months ago. I was like, yeah, bro, you probably should get that looked at, eh? The fucking whole car needed a service, man. It wasn't just a gear stick. Fucking brand new tires and fucking there was no oil in it.
It wasn't. How long did you say?
I don't know, like 14 months, maybe even 2 years, 18 months.
You're wrong. It was 3 years, Jake. Get it right.
Oh, standard.
But still, no, she was fine after that. Hilux,
He was just pouring Big Mac sauce in it, like they're gonna be alright. Oh, you said oil. Okay, just getting all the leftover grease from the floor.
Is olive oil all good for this?
I saw a picture about that. This chick's put it in your car. It's like, yeah, just remember to top up the oil in the car. And there's a dude in the background. He's like the hell freaking out. This chick's pouring canola oil into the car.
Bow.
Yeah, you just imagine that Chris standing out the front, he's like eating a cheeseburger, pouring like extra olive oil on it.
He's squeezing a double quarter pounder's oil out.
There will be a car one day that's run on McDonald's.
Oh, man.
Oh,
A
Jesus.
Toyota Big Mac.
Toyota Big Mac.
Toyota Big Mac.
The Big Toyota. The Big Camry.
Alright, so for you all that don't understand the inside joke we're talking about here, I'll give you a quick rundown. So at the start of the year, before this whole pandemic and all that bushfire shit happened, Chris goes to me and Ray. We started gymming and all this stuff. Yeah, started gymming and stuff. And he goes, "Oh, I want to get onto a healthy diet. I want to, lay off the old fast food." Like, yeah, man, absolutely. We'll help you. We'll write up a food plan, whatever you want to do, man. What did it? It lasted a week, maybe fucking 10 days.
I get a Snapchat from Jake and it's Chris sitting there taking down like a couple of like KFC wings or something.
Yeah. Just greased up, mate. Just fucking munching down on his bucket. It was like day 11. All hope was gone.
I think the Snapchat you sent me, like Chris didn't know you were filming
that's the
because
best
it was like down here on the table.
It was sus day. I'm just sitting there like, I'll get him when
Chris
he's
is
done looking.
Don't tell Ray.
Don't judge me.
Don't you look at me.
Can't say no to a bucket.
And what is it now? It's like fucking 4 months. Like
3 months later.
Yeah, 3 months, 6 months later, whatever it is. Fucking.
Although, talking about KFC,
Oh no.
I've converted to hot and spicy now.
Welcome.
Not fully, but I enjoy it now. I never really used to, but now it's changed my life. Yeah, it's good. It really is. And it tastes really good the next day, even better than the original, I reckon.
Yeah. And even like what I told you guys is like if you have leftovers, the hot and spicy stays soft. The original recipe goes quite
Soggy.
dry. Not soggy, dry.
If it's at the bottom, it goes soggy.
Oh yeah.
It's Chris's favourite part. All that shit at the bottom is what he pours into his oil in his car. He's just got fucking mountains of kernel buckets in his spare bedroom. That should last me a lifetime. Oh, what's that? I'm due for a service. All right, no worries. Who wants to pay hundreds of dollars? The colonel will fucking help you, eh? He's eating a fucking 9-piece while he's pouring the Oh, man, I'm sorry, bro. So the diet's going well, but...
Nope. I say life has got me spiraling down terribly.
Yeah. Do you find you're just eating for the fucking sake of it nowadays?
I eat less.
Yeah.
I
eat less.
I eat less.
I don't want to eat.
I was mid yawn, okay? I was like, I eat less. Oh shit!
Just like grounding himself. Like, you will not eat through this ice.
It's me in the mirror.
Yeah, slapping yourself. Goes to pick up the fucking burger from last night. Okay, no, I'll leave it.
No, I'm just so preoccupied and like busy with work and shit that I'll start like 6, 7 o'clock, and then next minute I look, it's like 2, 3 o'clock. I'm like, fuck, I've got to eat.
Guts are like,
That's the thing. I don't even feel that shit. It's weird. It's probably too much coffee.
Your brain's just too focused on something to even register. You need something to eat. No, like I said before, fallen off the bandwagon pretty hard, and I cannot wait to get back into a bit of a routine, especially when it comes to the gym and actually doing the right thing instead of drinking and eating like shit all the time. It's coming. Jim, we are calling out to you. We cannot wait.
Yeah, I found myself eating quite a bit during this process. Not necessarily shit foods, because I don't really eat shit foods anyways, because I've got fucking weak bowels, as you all know. And if you don't, for the listeners, I am lactose intolerant, and I have IBS, which means I pretty much shit myself if I eat anything spicy or anything with dairy in it. So, yeah. So, my life sucks.
So, if you plan on getting back at Jake for something, just secretly put cheese or something in his food.
Please don't.
Oh, Captain Weakbow.
Yeah, that's me.
Ask him if
I'd
he
be
wants
like
capsicum and put chili instead.
They made like a B grade movie of superheroes. I'd be the fucking Captain Shitbowers, eh? Hey, what can we use him for? It's like just standing on a balcony, like someone feeds me a cheesecake. I'm like, oh, it's like a fucking flood of shit coming down.
Oh. He's like, give him cheese. His farts produce cancer. Like,
You drop dead the moment you smell it. It just zooms in on people's nose hairs.
there is a character like that in the movie. Was it Mystery Men? He farts. That's his superpower.
Oh man.
Oh, that's a throwback. That I'll have to watch that again. What's his name? His name is the Sphincter.
Sphincter.
Oh, it is. It's the spleen. Sorry.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Right, if you could be a superhero, what kind of superhero would you be?
That's non-typical superpower.
Yeah.
Pick something
Stay away from the typical. Ooh, I'm Superman. I've got big muscles.
all I'm thinking about is Crystalia.
Yeah,
He's like, oh no.
Oh no.
You definitely don't want to see my dick.
What the fuck would you be any use for? Well, you know, you might want to see my dick.
You hit Beast in the eye, and now he's got pink eye. Bad.
You just gotta be in the way.
I don't know, man. Fuck.
All right, we'll come back to you, Ray. Chris, what superhero would you be?
I think the power to be able to speak any language would be pretty cool.
Oh, fuck yeah, that would be sick.
Just go anywhere and be like, I know what you're saying.
Duda.
Yeah, so you got like fucking Ray is like the Hulk, I'm fucking Thor, and then there's Chris just like this skinny kid that's eating McDonald's like, yeah, right, man.
I can order McDonald's in 9 languages.
It's just like, yeah, they pretty much said they're going to shoot us if we don't give them the money. It's like, oh, and by the way, this guy, he's good. He sucks. He wants to kill you right now and fuck you in the ass. Yeah.
Where are you going with this, Jake?
I don't know.
Meanwhile, Jake's got his super costume standing behind us, trying his hardest not to shit himself.
With an ass flap.
Yeah, whatever costume I have to have a flap like.
His cape only goes to like just above his butt because he always gets shit on it if it's longer. That was a design flaw in the first couple of editions of his costume.
I have to buy a kid's cape like fucking from like fucking Toys R Us or some shit because I fucking get shit on my fucking cape. Just dingleberries all over it. Oh fuck.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, all right, Ray. What power would you go? Power. What power would you go, bro?
What?
Can't even say power. Fuck.
I don't know. Maybe manipulation, man. I don't know.
Manipulation, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like say shit. It's not mind control or anything like that. I just tell you something and you do it. You do it, but you do it your own way.
You know what power that kind of runs along the similarity of what you're talking about? You know, in the movie Evan Almighty, where he's like, when Steve Carell's reading the news prompter, he's like, that would be pretty awesome to do to somebody if you have like mind control.
That'd be so sick.
Yeah, shaka boo boo.
Just like while President Trump's like making a big speech to the country, like you just you can only imagine what you could do, like
China. Oh man.
That's all, folks.
This week on Looney Tunes.
Oh, good little.
It's good to be back, boys.
Yeah, good to be back. Good to chat.
I've missed you, and I've been wanting to do this for a while. I know we were a little unorganised this first episode back after how many weeks you reckon it's been since we did the first one?
Oh, 8-ish.
7, 8
Yeah,
weeks.
so
Something like that.
Just as Jake has just said, and Ray, we have not done another recording since, about 8 weeks ago, guys. So there's a bit of a gap between this episode and the last. So
We've got some cool things, in the pipeline.
In the works.
yes, this is just to dip
Things
our feet
involving-
back in the water. So
Yeah.
it may not be the greatest one to listen to, but we hope you enjoyed it anyway.
Things involving burgers coming up soon.
Yes. All right.
And I know the first thing I'm going to do with the lads when we when we go back to the pub, we're gonna
You're gonna order some dairy. Be dangerous.
yeah, absolutely.
Dangerous
Give me
dairy.
all the Doritos with cheese toppings. Nah, we're gonna sing this song. Give me a second.
Doodah, doodah.
And then
All right, boys. This is the outro.
I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy. I'll be your hope, I'll be your love, be everything that you need. I love you more with every breath, truly, madly, deeply too. I will be strong, I will be faithful, cause I'm counting on a new beginning. A reason for living, a deeper meaning.
Take it away, lads. Yeah, you get the picture anyways.
that's it. Take care, everyone. Love ya. Bye.
Peace.